Hi, my name is Ana Sofia, and today I'm going to talk about some stories. I'm going to talk about 3 different stories that talk about the successful that some people have. The first story is about a person that right now have a big outlet company, a very famous outlet company on the web, and she is Arianna Huffington. She was rejected 36 times. Her publication was rejected 36 times. But always she was up with optimism, and she was always confident in her abilities. And after those 36 rejections, she finally be accepted by a big company, and right now it's so famous and have a lot of success. But the second story is about George Steinbrenner, and he was the responsible to bankrupt a team because he was owner of the New York Yankees team, and also he was owner of a small basketball team. But under his direction, the team went in bankrupt. Always he was with optimism and confidence, but always he pursued his dreams. And under those events, he sometimes led the team. So finally, he win a lot of World Series, and right now it is so famous and have a lot of success. And finally, the last story is about a company that we must know, and it is Hershey's company. The owner of that company is Milton Hershey, and he only started with 3 small candy ventures, but all of them failed. Always he was with a lot of optimism and believing in his capacities. He found the Lancaster Caramel Company. When he started to work with this company, his vision of the chocolate that he had in mind started to grow. And now it is a big company with a delicious candies and chocolates. So we all have to understand that not always the successful have to start right now. No, not always. The successful is always knowing that you can, and always knowing that you have the capacity. And if you want to grow, you have to work in what you want. So, thank you.
My name is Mariana, and today I'm gonna talk you about 3 successful people. The first person is Bill Gates. Bill Gates was an empresario who created a company called Traffic of Data, who analyzed the traffic of tapes. This company failed, but years later he created the first Microsoft. The second story is of Walt Disney. Walt Disney worked in a newspaper and was fired because he lacked of creativity. After that, he created a company called Loud O'Gram Films. This company failed, but years later he found a way to go to Hollywood and create the Disney classics. The third story is about Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs, on his 20s, he created the company Apple. But 10 years later, he was the others Apple directors. He created a company called Next, and years later, the company was acquired. 10 years later, he was the others Apple directors. He created a company called Next, and years later, the company was acquired by Apple's company. And Steve Jobs showed to Apple directors the capacity he had. Thank you. Diana,
How are you?
fine, and you?
I'm so good. Ari, what do you think about which are the most important qualities that a professional have to have successful?
Personal, I believe that a professional successful must have passion. Because if you don't have passion, you don't have nothing to move you to do something really good or be better each day. So the most important is passion, but also you have to have another quality. But also you have to have another qualities like a good communication, because you know any profession need a communication with the people that is around you. Also self-confidence, because you have to trust in yourself. If you don't trust in yourself, you will be always thinking you are doing the things at the wrong way. So you have to have self-confidence, passion, and a good communication. What do you think?
I think that the most important qualities that a person have to have if that person wants to have successful is the patience. Just because the successful is a day that you have to work in it, and if you don't have patience, if you don't have patience, that never is going to work. Yeah. Another thing is the passion, because if you don't do the things that you like, you're never gonna do the things good or the things better than the other people, and you're never going to have a need. So I have creativity too, so I can make another product that can help the other people ay, no me enredé.
Para que yo corto esa parte después.
To have what they need. So yes, I think that the good job that I can have is to make a company. So you, Marty, what do you think?
Okay, first of all, I want to say my ideal job is to be a doctor, study medicine. So why I think I will be successful for that career or that job? At first of all, because I have a lot of passion. I like to help people. I love to know what happens in human system, and also I have self-confidence. I like to investigate information about medicine, about everything in human.
Ay, no me enredé.
Para que yo corto esa parte después.
To have what they need. So yes, I think that the good job that I can have is to make a company. So you, Marty, What do you think?
Okay, first of all, I want to say my ideal job is to be a doctor, study medicine. So, why I think I will be successful for that career or that job? At first of all, because I have a lot of passion. I like to help people. I love to know what happens in human system, and also I have self-confidence. I I like to investigate information about medicine, about everything in human body, and and I and I trust that what I investigate and also analyze can job. At first of all, because I have a lot of passion. I like to help people. I love to know what happens in human system, and also I have self-confidence. I I like to investigate information about medicine, about everything in human body, and and I and I trust that what I investigate and also analyze can help me to the career mierda.
To the career.
So, Anna, what of your negative qualities will you change to be successful, and why and how?
Um, I think that the lazy is one of the negative qualities that I would change because does that don't let me no don't let me grow and improve myself, and that don't let me like study in what I want in my life. So I think that is that an important negative quality that I would change. And you, Mari?
Um, One of the negative qualities I will change it's uh, im- to have a better group, no, teamwork. To Personally, I believe that something that let me improve to be successful is because I don't know to work in a team, because I I believe that everything I do is work and what do the rest of the team is wrong. So I have to do the things they do. So that's something that don't let me advance, and and yes.